Hey folks, welcome back to Bama Performance and Vintage Chainsaws. You're back with your host Nick Forster, and tonight we are going to work on our Mcculloch Super Pro 125. If y'all watched the last video, this is them versus the Super Pro 105. Y'all heard that kind of screeching noise. I'm under the impression that we've got a bearing going out in here. I don't think it's fully kaput, but you can kind of hear some clunking. Hear that clunk already? Hold on. You hear that little metallic clunk right there? Well, hold on. I'm wondering, get the spring. Do we have a loose one of these? That guy is a little loose. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna pull this clutch off and see if it still makes that noise. If it does, I think it's a bearing going bad in it. Which would be unfortunate, but we can fix that. Let me see here. Nah, she's still making that noise. Honestly, the pressure's down on it a little bit. She's coming back up a little bit though. Wonder if her clutch is just shot in it. She's definitely gotten hot. I don't think we have a broken spring. Just definitely a little loose on some aspects of it. Just a little bit, but that shouldn't be causing our issues. So I think we're going to tear this thing down for a rebuild. I mean, fully down, pull the crank out, the whole nine. So let's get to it. Go ahead and we will start taking the handle off, take top tank off. We're not going to take the carb off for now. I think what else? Take the oil tank off, pull the spark plug out, and see what it looks like down in there. See if I can figure out exactly what is causing our issues. But for now, let's see. That one's gonna actually come off for us. Get my Phillips back out here. Brought something in here, but nope. And we're just gonna tear her down. There's that nut. We can get this all the way out of here. one's off. One's off. Got these two nuts. Put them in their bolts. I'll say that. I don't think those bolts are going anywhere. Go after these guys. One's loose. Go after this guy. Man, they're replacing these because they're pretty sloppy. The heads on the bolts, I mean. I actually think I got another mount piece for this side, surprisingly. So we'll probably go ahead and put that guy on here, and when we go to putting it back together, come on. There. This out. This one's just a little bit left off in it. So a little mouthpiece. That way I won't go. That guy won't go nowhere near that other one. So we'll leave it for now. Alright, got these two. Now we got our back. Then we will have to, let's see what we can do here. Still very clean in there. Got a little gas sweeping. Imagine out of this hole. Yeah, gotta cut that line short. I'll have to figure out something with that. Still, yeah, I did not change the carb on it. Alright. See, to take this off, I know at least gotta pull that guy. I guess we'll go ahead and pull the carb off on it since we'll be here. Let's go ahead and make sure it ain't got no pressure. Pull this line up. Come on. Right there. There. Go ahead and plug it off. Tighten her up. Then we got to pull this guy. Probably easier with a wrench. Choke is off. Oh, and I got some mighty fine reeds to put on here as well. But let's go ahead and start loosening these guys up, pull these off. For bolts on your back or rear anti-vibe. Oop, that one stay with me. What I wanted, but 2, 3, let's see if we can get number 4. Okay. All right. Now we gotta go back here, get this bolt out. Let's see what we got. There we go. Make this a little bit quicker. Now we gotta flip her on around. Go back after the front, and it's like a 10mm or 11. Oh no, 14. 14. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh no, 13. I don't know if I have my 13 up here. Might have to use a wrench on it. Actually, I have not seen my 13 in a little while, so we'll just go with a wrench on it. Almost got this out. There you go. 1, 2. And flip her back around. Just because I like to do it this way. And pull her back and up at the same time. Oh, I gotta get the kill wire. That's gonna hold us. It's gonna hold us up, so I'll go ahead and take off this guy. Which it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will need this, so I'll swap it out with something else. Try and find something I can plug that off with up here. That may work. It's a little bit bigger. There. That shouldn't harm anything. I'm not sure if we got slack off somewhere or exactly what, but something's not overly happy. Like I said, I'm not sure if our parents deciding to go or what, but we're gonna go ahead and fully rebuild it or swap in a different block. Just have to see what she looks like. Go. Got one down here. Go. Sure that guy's still in there. And one on our bottom, and then this guy up here, which those are both screw slash. Let's go. So let's turn her on her side a little bit so I can get to this guy. Go. I got this one over here. I can pull the starter cover off. Pop our what's it called out? Spark plug. That's it. We're going to go through the whole 9 with it, so it's coming fully apart. I don't want to potentially damage a block, so we're going to see truly what's down in it, what it looks like down there. Slide off a little piece, there you go. Alright, kill wire. Now, I should be able to slide her back and out. If I remember right. Maybe a little stuck. We gotta push this guy through. Impulse. Try to get it, go back through. Either that or I gotta pull it off the block. Which I guess we'll pull it off the block first. That'd be easier. Alright, just pull it off. Alright, why are you fighting me? Man, we got a good seal on there. Now, moto seal it or just what? She was stuck on there good. I may have moto sealed it. If that's the case, I'll have to get a new one. Get a new boot for it. Or I may have one. I'll have to see. Man, come on now. Yeah, I had moto sealed it. Alright, just gonna have to break it somehow. She is not coming off of there now. That's probably really dumb on my part. That was actually really dumb on my part looking back. Now, I'm not gonna be able to get this sucker off. Broken off a little bit on that side. That was really dumb on my part. Should have never done that. It's a terrible idea. But we live and we learn. Ain't that right, folks? Come on. royally screwed that. Screwed that up. Trying to get it off now. That's literally all that's holding us. This boot. There she goes. That boot's garbage. I'll have to replace that. Now obviously clean up all this, but alright. Now we're down to there. So let's see. Keep that from leaking. I have to pull this guy, get this off, pull off. Go ahead and pull the spark plug for now. And the thing's sharp. Really did not want to come off there. Had a really good connection. Okay, that's our 19. I think that broke it free, or broke the plug, one or the other. Still pretty clean up in here, so that's good. Plugged rich, so that's always nice. Yeah. Hear that give? I think that's our issue. I think we got a bearing going out somewhere. So we're gonna go ahead and pull her all the way apart. Let's see about getting this guy off. I don't think we actually have to pull this off to do that. So now I'm gonna try not to pull this guy off since I have it motor sealed up. It should be fine. But no, that guy was 11 that I had massaged. Yep. Got a little bit of crud in it. Go around them all. Okay. Let's see. Drop the plug. Sorry, I got to sweat my pretty quick. That guy, that should be our 11 as well. Oh, too big. Very small 11. Looks like it. Oil. Let's see, let me find something to catch that in. Man, I really don't have anything right here. That's a shame. I really have nothing to catch again. This will be in a box. And there wasn't that much off in it, so that's good. Alright, that one's loose. That one's basically loose. That one's loose. Alright, we're all loose. Now, gotta pick it up, kind of slide it out a little bit. Just getting these out. I thought they were all the way up, but this one isn't. Now it is. One. Come on. Oh, it's got that gasket stuck to it. There we go. It's 2. 3 and 4. This one's still in it. Tank looks good, so that's good. That one, this one. So now, pick this up. It's gonna want to fall. There. Set her over like that. Set this tank over here. For now. Set that over that oil spot. Help it soak it up. Alright, let's see what she actually looks like in here. Got good oil on her. Or let's call it isn't too bad. At least not on this side. The tank side, she's not too bad at all actually. Now, that gasket may be able to get reused, we'll see. We'll just have to see on it. This one we'll probably replace. I'm not sure about this one. Depends on if we can get it off and how it looks. Set that up there for now. Now we're down in it. It's rocking like it's got a bunch of wear. Or like a bunch of, yeah, like a bunch of wear on it. Like the piston's rocking. Let's see. See what we can see down in here. Oh, that's not encouraging. You got some flakage going on. Not the good kind. Yeah, I think that piston's rocking pretty hard in that bore. Might have a, yeah, probably got some pretty good wear in this rod. And yeah, that's what we're hearing. We got a lot of play in this rod. Yeah, it's pretty considerable. Trying to see if we got all our rollers. It appears we do. Just appears we got a lot of play in this rod. We're not supposed to have that much play. Man, that's like a 1/4 inch. Yeah, we ain't supposed to have near that amount. So I can go over here to a 790 I've got literally sitting over here, and it has none. So we may have to find a rod for this, or a crank. Because that is a ton of slop. I don't think the cap is loose. This doesn't appear to be. No, it's not. Either cap is deformed, the rod, I mean, it's loose, real loose. I mean, you hear it. That's literally just the rod slinging back and forth. So either our crank is worn very badly. Don't think we're missing a needle. Our needles were worn bad. Needles could be worn pretty heavily. I got a new set. Yeah, that's awful. The amount of play this thing has. We're definitely gonna have to do something about that. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good, my friends. That much play. What I was worried about, something was highly loose. Here's a 797. No play. I mean, literally none. You got side to side, but nothing up and down. I mean, nothing. And you see, like I said, it's like a 1/4 inch. It's quite a bit. Quite a bit of play. So, we're going to have to figure something out about that. And this one's got that weird bolt. I'm wondering. Yeah, I think it's got a ton of play. I'm going to have to see. I'm going to have to get a special, let's go for that bolt. But yeah, we may end up having to source a crank for this thing. Or pull it out of something else. Because that's not going to work. That's why it's got so much play. That's that noise we're hearing. If we don't have any crank issues. Trying to see as far as crank walk, if we have anything. No, my bearings are actually reasonably tight. It's just either that I don't see any of the rollers missing. I guess I could go around and count them. I don't see any real slack where one could go. I'm wondering if a rod hasn't just deformed, or a cap hasn't deformed. Because let me see. Or somebody could have lost one, or it could have ate one, spit one out. But yeah, I don't think you have enough to put another one. Either these things are so worn, crank's worn, or the caps, rod slash cap is stretched. Wonder what size that is. I don't think I can get it off. Might be able to get it off with a quarter. Let's see. Worst that can happen. Nothing. Alright. Do I want to grab my other little plate here? One of these magnetic plates. I'm going to set it up underneath it in case any of them rollers pop out. I mean, they're going to pop out, but when they pop out, it'll catch them. Said I've got a new set, but just for my peace of mind, I'll just set it down like that. Let it catch any of them that it can. See if we can loosen this rod. Nope. Nope. So a quarter's not going to do it. We got to get whatever that special bolt is. A special nut. But yep, there's our issue. There is where our noise is coming from. Wonder, no, I really can't get up in there to feel how the pistons rock, if the piston's rocking back and forth. Yeah, she's got so much play. That's a ridiculous amount of play. Seems like the piston's got just a touch of slap, but not bad. So, alright, I guess that's going to do it for this one tonight. But yep, there's our problem. It's this rod slash maybe the needles. I mean, it's got more slop than I've ever seen in anything. Really hoping it's not a crank worn that bad. But it could be. It very well could be. Granted, I've got some CP 125 blocks. I got one that ate a needle, but I don't have any cranks. Was not able to get those. Wonder, can I see? Got a fair amount of slop. Got a piston as well. By and large, I mean, it's moving a ton. A ton. Just curious why that's the case. we have enough to even put in a new needle, or are they just that badly worn? I'll have to measure a few. Yeah, I don't think we can. I don't think we're missing a needle. I think either needles, like I've said a few times, the needles are worn, the crank is worn, or the rod is really worn. I think that's a problem. So, I'm gonna have to find what socket to take those bolts off with. I'll go ahead and get replacement bolts. I know there's some high quality replacement bolts out there. May go ahead and get a rod, and then I've got new needles. The only thing is I'll have to measure the crank when we get it out, or when we take the rod loose. I'll have to measure it, see if it's still within spec or if it's really worn. I mean, who knows, if I put a new rod and needle bearings in it, it may, even if the crank's worn some, if everything's worn a little some and I put 2 new parts, it may be okay, at least for as much as this thing's gonna get used. I just didn't want it to keep wearing and come apart, which, as much slop as this had, if I would have kept hammering on it, it would shock me if it did. It would not shock me a bit if it started to come apart. So that's where we're at. I'll have to find out where I can buy that socket to take these nuts off with. It's a splined nut, or bolt, sorry, bolts. Splined bolt. I'm sure there's some kind of special socket Mcculloch had. And then we'll pull the rod off, I'll pull the flywheel off, pull our flywheel cover off, pull the crank out, and go from there. We'll get to measuring and see what we need to replace. I'm hoping it's not the rod, hoping it's not the crank, I'm hoping it's just those needle bearings are worn that bad. But then from what I've understand is they're softer than the crank and the rod, but there ain't no telling that rod could have expanded over time. So we'll just have to see. But I appreciate y'all watching. If you like what you saw, please hit that like button. Want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Thanks, y'all. Bye.